welcome you back to Black Site, and tonight we're going to talk about P. Diddy's statement that he's willing to help hold the black vote hostage. He's basically telling Joe Biden that he wants tangibles for our vote. He said in plenty of elections, Democrats have come to the black community and said, just vote. We got to get rid of Trump. We got to get rid of Mitt Romney. We got to get rid of John McCain, George W. Bush. But when it came to tangibles, we got nothing. Basically, everybody was feasting at the big table, and we were sitting at the kids' table, basically getting nothing to eat. And this is very intelligent by P. Diddy. I don't know where he's been for 35 years, but this has been held by ADOS, FBA, and many other people around the country have been saying, if we don't get tangibles, you will get 4 more years of Trump. And that's it. And you have to understand, I'm not scared of Trump. Most black people not scared of Trump. We have lived through worse conditions than this in America. And is the Democrats willing to support reparations? We heard Joe Biden say yes, but I don't believe him. I think Joe Biden is the biggest liar that has ever been in politics. I went through Joe Biden's career where he said a segregationist was his mentor, where I told you about he was against busing in the mid-70s. He was with the 1986 Sentencing Act, the 1994 Crime Bill, the Telecommunications Act, the Iraq War, and many other things that Joe Biden has done throughout his career in politics in Washington. If you don't ask for something, you will never receive it. And black people and their politicians in the CBC, NAACP, Urban League, and many of these organizations that we don't own, and we don't own our own politicians, have never asked the Democrat Party for anything. All we talk about is simple things like voting rights or some bill on discrimination. Tangibles mean with things that you give people that they can actually see. Not tangibles for black and brown. Not tangibles for minorities. Not tangibles for these so-called hyphenated words. Tangibles for black people. And black people only. See, when they go to the Hispanic community, they go to La Raza and these other organizations, they talk about tangibles. Barack Obama, your beloved president you love so much, he goes there, he promised them dreamers. He promised them that you will finally get your citizenship in America. But when he comes to the black community, he says nothing. Oh, you'll get what everybody else is getting. When it comes to the alphabet community, oh, they get everything they want. I'm talking about the alphabet community. Man, if they go to Washington, you will see every Democrat on bended knee saying, I support you. But when black people go to Washington, they give you that look like, what you asking it for? You know, we get treated kind of like the pimp and the hoe. You know, the Democrat Party is the pimp and the black community is the hoe. We give everything but receive nothing in return. And when we ask for something, they say, what? You better get back over there and get my votes. And that's how black people are treated in politics. Politics is a business. It is nothing more than that. Dr. Claude Anderson said that it's nothing but goods and services that you receive. It doesn't matter who you receive it from. And black people have to understand it. It's not like, do you like me or not? Do you believe that President Trump likes you or Joe Biden likes you? You could care less who likes you. When you make a business deal, and let's take for instance, when Google makes a business deal with VMware company, computer company, do you think they give a damn that they like VMware executives or not? No. The only thing they care about if they can make an acquisition, if this can benefit their company, if this can benefit their stockholders. They're not into liking and disliking. The only community in politics that truly believes that we must like somebody to vote for them is black people. Do you think the Jewish community really cares who's president? Because if Joe Biden is president, he better take care of Israel. Trump is president, he better take care of Israel. And see, that's the way we should do our politics. Kind of like the Jewish community. The Jewish community's got both sides covered. They got Democrats that's black. That's Jewish. They got Republicans who Jewish. And they put that money all around Washington, all around K Street to make sure Israel is taken care of. And that's how black people should see this. You know, Yvette Carnell been talking about the tone talks. Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, many others have been talking about withholding our vote. I guess P. Diddy has been listening to them over the past few months, which is good because this has to stop. No more free votes. No more fear mongering. It's time that we stand up on our own and say as enough is enough. If nothing is delivered, then nothing will be received. And Joe Biden can go by the wayside. The Democrat Party can go by the wayside. And all that stuff about this fear that's parading the black community, black people have to stop being so fearful. We must stop letting this Democrat Party get us riled up in their so-called buck dancing Negroes who run around here all day talking about we got to get rid of Trump. But they ain't saying what we gonna get. You can get rid of somebody, but what difference does it make? You'll be in the same conditions that you was when Trump was there, unless you make a stand. And black people have to understand that it's necessary to make a stand every 2 years when it comes to an election. Basically, we are the foot soldiers in the army. We take all the bullets, while everybody in the back, the generals, the colonels, their lives are saved. So when the war is over, they get all the benefits. But we get nothing. How many communities across America that are Democrat strongholds, where you got a Democrat governor, Democrat legislator, Democrat mayor, Democrat county executive, Democrat city council? Sounds like the state of Illinois, but the people on the west and south side of Chicago live like they living in a war zone. The west side of Detroit, where you got a Democrat mayor, you got a Democrat governor, but Detroit is almost like a hellhole. Look at these major cities, and you got nothing to show for. Can't even get your curbs done, can't get the trash picked up. But these are the same people that come to you saying, I'm going to make it better in 4 years if you elect me. And nothing happens. We let so much go by. This is how our leadership has been for the last 50 or 60 years. They get the trinkets. They get the jobs. But what we get? Absolutely nothing. So we are right to hold our vote this upcoming fall. If we don't get what we want for reparations and other issues on the table, I guarantee you Donald Trump will get reelected for 4 more years in office as President of the United States. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button and share this video.